the border as people cross. Some are detained and some are not.
I anticipate with policy change after Title 42 that we will see more recent border arrivals in the detention center here.
At the ICE detention facility in Aurora, many of those inside come directly from the border.
We have been hearing this report from community partners that people are being released. To me, that is them kind of preparing for a surge of people being detained at the border.
Immigration attorney Elizabeth Jordan is concerned about the after effects of Title 42.
I am very worried that we're going to see more people detained unnecessarily at the private detention center here in Aurora because we do detain people who seek asylum and move them through the detention system.
The pandemic-era policy was also a public health order to protect against COVID. It limited ICE detention in facilities across the country, like the one in Aurora, owned by a company called GEO.
Yeah, I mean, I think the GEO Group's going to make a lot of money in the next couple of months because they get paid per person.
Many arriving at the southern border, largely from Venezuela, can't even be removed and sent back to their home country, meaning some advocates expect they'll be held only to be released back into the community.
You know, we just wasted a lot of U.S. taxpayer resources to potentially release somebody into the community who could have been released at the start of that whole process instead of going all the way through it.
We did reach out to ICE, who told us that regardless of Title 42, they will continue their efforts based on U.S. law and policy. And just to go back to what we were talking about, when people get released back into the community, many are people coming directly from the southern border, taken into ICE custody, and then, for instance, driven up to the Aurora facility. If they are released afterwards, they're released into Colorado and into an area they are not familiar with.
I think this is, again, something else that most of us aren't thinking about, aren't realizing the money involved, and then the fact that they're, eventually released, and it's like, good luck.
Yeah, something that the attorney mentioned to me today is that she thinks that a lot of people have thought about Title 42 when it comes to the border, but not necessarily what it means after people cross. And so this is one of those things that is going to happen potentially, as she believes, and I guess time will tell.
We so appreciate all of your efforts in covering this in every nook and cranny because there's a lot we don't understand. Thank you, Angeline.